Chicken and biscuits. It's bow time. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank, life lived full. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Destination Bedford. By 11 West. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. By Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. By The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Outdoors. And by Ironclad Coffee Roasters, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Welcome to the Bojangles Tip-Off Show. Coming up, we'll hear from head coach Alexis Sherrard. We'll also have the key players, starting lineups, and much more. Now, let's go live courtside with the voice of the Lady Flames, Jamie Hall.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into another season of Lady Flames basketball. They start off against Frostburg State, a D2 school. Third meeting overall between these squads. 1-1 is the series. The Flames won in 2023, 68-47. The previous time was 1979 when Frostburg got a 64-47 win. And it's going to be a new-look team for really both of these squads. There are so many new faces for the Bobcats and certainly for the Lady Flames. 73% of Liberty's offense is gone from last year off of the defending champs in CUSA. They went 26-7, went to their 18th NCAA tournament. They've got 5 newcomers. 3 of them are true freshmen, 2 are transfers. And they've got 7 returners, but 2 of those are redshirt freshmen that did not play last year. 7 of the 12 Lady Flames are international students. We'll hear all about this from Coach Sherrard coming up here in just a little bit, and how his transition from associate head coach to head coach has been the last couple of months. We'll take a break and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born, they're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at gentrylock.com.
At Carillion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carillion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit carillionclinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carillion proud.
Game day isn't the only adventure. Find yours in Bedford, Virginia. Just down the road, but a world away. Explore seasonal events, cruise the Blue Ridge Parkway, or hike the Peaks of Otter. Enjoy outdoor fun at Smith Mountain Lake or play world-class disc golf. Home to the National D-Day Memorial and packed with small-town charm. Bedford has it all. Plan your visit and see the event calendar at destinationbedfordva.com. That's destinationbedfordva.com.
You're listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. We're walking you up to game time with the Bojangles Tip-Off Show. Pre-game coverage continues now with the thoughts of Lady Flames head coach Alexis Sherrard, presented by Rogers Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back into the pregame show. We're now here with head coach Alexis Sherrard. Coach, it's hard to believe that the offseason has gone by as quickly as possible. And I think it's safe to say this has been the most newsworthy offseason that we've had in a long time, because you're sitting here, which is awesome. And I know that we've talked about the transition from when Coach Green announced that he was going to retire. Pretty seamless, because you've been here 18 years. This is your 19th season, so there's no, this isn't your first rodeo, but the first time as the head coach. For those who maybe haven't heard those previous conversations, how has that transition gone?
It's been a blessing. It's been, as you said, I've been with Coach Green for 18 years, 18 great years, and he's done an excellent job preparing me and making sure I'm ready for this opportunity that I was blessed to have. But the transition has been great. The staff, obviously, a lot of continuity. Andy's been here 18 years. Katie obviously played here. Been here now 7 years. Sarah Baruta, Dan Lumpkin, Amber Lee. We've all been here, probably reaching a decade now together. So the continuity that obviously helps. And then, most importantly, the players have just been amazing. I mean, they've just embraced me, loved me, and it's just been a dream come true.
Having the season start with, and this is no disrespect to Frostburg State, but having the season start with the D2 squad as opposed to the Dukes that are on the schedule later on. Good thing, I guess, for this young group.
Yeah, so I read, I think 7 of our conference schools are starting with the non-D1. And I think that's just a big part with the transfer portal. There's been a lot of transition throughout schools across the country. So, like ourselves, we want to find out what we have, our strengths, our weaknesses, our combinations, and just get a feel for as we progress into the season.
The fans are going to recognize 4 faces, and if they were looking at the end of the bench last year, they'll recognize a few more faces with the redshirt from last season. But there's also a lot of newcomers as well. International flavor on the team. How has that chemistry gone with that group?
Yeah, so surprisingly, it's been going very well. In a year like this, it's easily understood if the culture is affected or is not as smooth. It's easily understood if the consistency or the chemistry on the team is not there yet, just early stage in the season. But like I said, we've been blessed. We have amazing women on our team, and the culture, the chemistry at this early stage, surprisingly, has been tremendous. I mean, the girls, they love one another, they pray for one another. We consider ourselves to be a Roman 14 team because we're very different, as you said, representing different parts of the world. But we really come together, very pleased with our chemistry and how we come together at this early stage of the year.
When you look down the bench, and I know we talked after the exhibition game against North Carolina A&T, and afterwards, I think you might have been a little surprised. Oh, wow, this play is an overtime game, 41 minutes, and Cloudy played a bunch of minutes, and Avery played a bunch of minutes, and you say, I've got to get to where I'm not trusting, I don't know if that's the right word, getting the bench involved a little bit more. What would be a comfortable amount of minutes for the starting 5 tonight?
Well, I don't like to put any minutes in a box. I mean, we're trying to win basketball games, and we're going to do whatever it takes to win. Keep everyone healthy, obviously. But I think best case scenario, this is a unique team. We're still learning our team, so I don't even want to put minutes on players. The most important thing for me is everyone is in shape and they are eligible to play whatever minutes are needed to win a basketball game.
Fans are going to know the Averys and the Emmys and the Claudias and the Elizabeths, but how of that new group that's coming in, who should they keep an eye on?
Yeah, so obviously, Lynn Peters, she'll be a force inside. She'll complement Emmy Stout very well. She's a freshman from the Netherlands. I think she'll be a crowd favorite just because she's so physical and mobile. As a 5, she's comfortable shooting threes at times. So I think it's a little bit different from our previous teams. Then in the backcourt, you have Emma Leon, who comes off the bench from another freshman from Spain. Very good with the ball, very good playmaker. Obviously, Kayla Thompson, she's a transfer, coming in with a plethora of experience, going to help us out defensively, especially with her strength and athleticism. Then you have Liddy transfer as well, who was just 1 year. So these players coming in with experience with the new team. Obviously, that's a great supplement for us, given the year, given what we lost last year. And Z is our youngest one. Z's only from Zeynep from Turkey. She's only 17 years old. I think she's going to be 17 years old the majority of her freshman year. So she's the baby of the group, but she's talented. She's a big guard. She shoots threes. She guards multiple positions. And I think as you alluded, he was here last year, but she redshirted Aaliyah, and Lynn was redshirted as well. I'm just trying to think if I'm forgetting anyone. I hope not.
It's this time of the season. I'm forgetting somebody, I'm sure.
If I forgot, my apologies.
It's we got about a minute left. And I guess first, let me ask you this real quick. Ortho Virginia injury report. Anybody that's dealing with anything in this early stage of the season?
No, nothing out of the norm. Little nips and bruises, but no, everyone's healthy, thank God.
Okay, how about a 30-second scout of Frostburg, which we've talked about. It's not easy to know even D1 schools at the beginning of the year because there's so much roster turnover. They've got a massive roster, 17 players on it, but very few of them back from last year.
Yeah, so last year they were averaging 75 points. I think they had a player that led the nation in scoring D2. As you said, they lost a lot. So we got a lot of new faces. But Jenna, she does an excellent job. She's going to bring the pressure. She's going to try to get as many possessions as possible. I'm sure she doesn't want to sit and play a half-court game and see us execute half-court offense with our size, depth. So I think they're going to try to speed the game up. Try to turn us over, try to score, get easy baskets and transition from our turnovers, and then try to change defenses so we don't get too comfortable.
Wish you the best tonight. Don't know first time. You've filled in as a head coach several occasions. Don't get too excited. Don't get technical foul or anything.
No, sir.
All the best.
All right, thank you.
We'll be back with the real long tip right after this on the Liberty Flame Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Rogers Heating, Cooling, Electrical, and Plumbing. Your certified Generac backup generator experts. Online at callrogers.com.
This broadcast of Liberty University Athletics is authorized under rights granted by Liberty University to Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. The accounts, descriptions, and broadcasts may not be transmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment and Liberty University Athletics. The announcers are selected by the Liberty Flame Sports Network and approved by Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment. It's time for Liberty Lady Flames basketball.
Mills for three. Boom! Avery Mills from downtown. Athene hesitates, penetrates, puts it off the bank and in.
Your defending Conference USA champions.
Highest-Daughter gets the rebound, dribbles it up court. Time expires. The Lady Flames win. They knock off Middle Tennessee to claim their first Conference USA title.
This year, the Lady Flames usher in a new era with first-year head coach Alexis Sherrard, a new leader with the same winning mindset.
We will compete with passion, we will play with discipline, and we will carry ourselves in a way that honors the university's mission and values.
Get ready for all the thrilling moments and jaw-dropping plays.
Over to Highest-Daughter for three. Got it! Nadabo, and she has her shot blocked off of her and out of bounds by Stout. Rebound Highest-Daughter, and their putback goes in. Nice backdoor pass on the bounce to Stout. Beautiful offense by the Lady Flames.
This is Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. It's game time. Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network is brought to you by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair, providing preventable maintenance, repair, and service at multiple locations and at larrystireservice.com. By the Liberty Bookstore, the official online store of Liberty Athletics. Lynchburg Nissan. By Peary Family Dentistry. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Segra, offering customized business technology solutions. Learn more at segra.com. By the United States Space Force. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. Now let's go courtside for the call of the game.
And welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames taking on Frostburg State in this opening game of the 2025-26 basketball season. That doesn't even sound right. Time flies when you're having fun, and felt like it was just, well, for me, I can remember some games not being that long ago that I look at it now and I go, well, that was 2005. Where does life go? Well, it's been a lot of success during that time frame for the Lady Flames. They've gone to the NCAA tournament 18 times, including this last season, their first Conference USA championship. And their new head coach, Alexis Sherrard, moves a couple of seats down the row as Kerry Green retired in the offseason. We're about ready for some basketball. We'll give you the complete starting lineup here in just a moment, but I'll tell you this, the Flames have Emmy Stout in the center circle, and Ella Sabatos is there for Frostburg. The Flames win the opening tip. They've got the home white uniforms with red numbers and baby blue trim going from left to right. Frostburg is in the black unis with white numbers and red trim. Claudia Athene will go to the hoop. She flings it up, comes up short. There's a scramble for the rebound. A jump ball will give it over to the Bobcats. Zaria Gaskins is running the point for Frostburg State as they attack to our left in front of the Liberty bench, which is across the way from our location. Caddy corner across the court. Pass comes up top to Spinelli. Her three-pointer is a miss, and the Flames get the rebound. Athene, off of a big screen by Stout, will bounce it back down low to Emmy, and Emmy banks it in. Beautiful offense by the Lady Flames to get the first 2 points of the season on the board. Quickly the other way, pull-up jumper from Spinelli is good on the baseline. Frostburg State wasting no time. 2-2. A minute in, Avery Mills drives, scoops, and scores on the right side. Avery Mills, along with her high school teammate Emmy Stout, with the two early baskets for the Lady Flames. They're up 4-2. Both those young ladies also on the preseason all-conference team. A lot of talent from last season is no longer in Conference USA. A pull-up jumper from Zaria Gaskins is good. And Frostburg State ties it up once more, 4-4. Ayestad on the near side. Nwambi, I should say. Her shot goes off the front rim, but an offensive board by Stout out to Mills. Her three-pointer is short. Another offensive rebound by Stout to Athene. Far side corner to Mwabi, inside to Stout, and Stout's able to bank it through. Flames all over the glass on that possession, and they lead 6-4. 7:48 to go, first quarter. Pull-up jumper from 15 is good by Heilman. Ayla Heilman, 5'8" sophomore from Williamsburg, Pennsylvania. Athene going to try to answer for three, but it's short. She tracks her own rebound down, throws a bullet pass to Stout, and Stout's able to bank it in on the left side. A back and forth game. The Flames lead 8-6. Bobcats have been able to answer every time the Flames have taken the lead. Interior pass is kicked away. That'll put 20 on the shot clock. Frostburg will inbound on the near side. They've played one other exhibition game so far this season. This is an exhibition game for them. This doesn't count in the standings for Frostburg State, while it is a counter for the Flames. So this is the Flames season opener. Frostburg has a little time before they actually get their season officially underway. A unique thing with these D1, D2 matchups, you see it on the men's side as well. Up top, Sabatos goes on the far wing to Gaskins. Gaskins now near side to Spinelli. She's going to drive, and some heavy contact, and an offensive foul is called as Emmy Stout stepped in and drew the charge. Flames get the ball back, leading 8-6 here in Liberty Arena. Solid crowd on hand. Pep band and cheerleaders to our right, behind the basket that the Flames are scoring at the moment, as an interior pass goes to the free throw area. The shot comes up short from Nawabi, and she goes in to try to get her own rebound, ties the ball up, and the Flames will have it on the alternating possession. So the starters for Liberty were Avery Mills at the 2, Claudia Athene running the point. Mentioned Efi, she wears number 6 and plays the 3. Ayestada was playing the 4, and Stout getting the start in the 5, at the 5. Inside to Stout, now she goes to the right side and it pops out. Nice move, just didn't get the finish. Flames lead holds at 2 as Frostburg State got the rebound. They go on offense. Gaskins looks to the far side of the court. Hits Heilman. Heilman now to Roman. Roman all the way up top to Heilman, and her three-pointer is good, and the Bobcats have their first lead. Mills. Flames have made some substitutions. It goes far side corner to Jacayla Thompson. She'll take the shot. It's off, and we've got a rebounding foul against Liberty. We also see Liddy Mwamba in for the first time. Jacayla Thompson, transfer from Boston College. She's a junior, 5'8", out of Louisville. Liddy Mwamba is a transfer from New Mexico. She is a senior from the Republic of the Congo. Bobcats back on offense. They lead by 1. Interior feed to Sabatos. Goes cross court, far wing. Gaskins, her 3 short. Mills gets the rebound. She looks to push the tempo a bit across half court. Now on the high post, Stout. Back to Mills for 3, short. Flames have not hit a 3 so far in this game. Rebound to the Bobcats. They run it back the other way to Spinelli. Spinelli with Mills on her has to kick it outside. A three-pointer from Heilman is off the mark, off the bank, and the Flames get the rebound. Liberty back on offense. Mills at the top of the arc, hesitates. Now picks up her dribble and goes back to Thompson. Thompson into Stout. Stout on the left side, puts too much on it. Rebound, Frostburg State. We'll do a media timeout, next dead ball. On the drive is Roman, and she's going to be called for a foul. Or was it a traveling violation? We'll figure it out, but right now we've got a media timeout. 4:30 to go first quarter. Frostburg 9, Liberty 8. Back after this 90-second break here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Are your feet preventing you from living life? Hi, I'm Jonathan Cotton, and you may have heard my Good Feet story, how I love my arch supports so much that I bought the store. Since then, thousands of customers have found relief from foot, knee, and back pain. I love to hear their stories of walking, running, and just enjoying their new life pain-free. Don't let foot, knee, or back pain keep you from living the life you love. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
9-8. Frostburg on top of Liberty with 4.5 minutes to go. Here in this first quarter, it says that there was a hell ball. That was the reason for that whistle a moment ago. The arrow will keep it with Frostburg State. Flames only shooting 31% to begin this game. The Bobcats 57%. Both teams have hit 4 field goals, but it's taken the Flames 13 attempts compared to only 7 for FSU. Liberty is 0 of 5 from behind the three-point arc. No free throws either way to begin, and only 1 turnover. That was on the Bobcats. Rebounding 7-5 Liberty. We saw that the starters were Mills, Athene, Nawabi, Ayesdaughter, and Stout. And it's an indication of the rotation. Thompson and Mwamba were the first 2 off the bench for Coach Alexis Sherrard. Coach Sherrard's first season as head coach is 19th overall with women's basketball. And a couple seasons before that on the men's staff under Randy Dutton. It'll be 19 seconds on the shot clock. Frostburg State will inbound. They get it in on the far wing to Spinelli. Spinelli goes into Sabatos, now near wing to an open Heilman. Her three-pointers off the back rim, and Ayesdaughter gets the rebound for Liberty. Thompson running the point. Athene stays in the game though. Now we see Lynn Peters get her first action after that timeout. She's playing in the post. Athene at the free throw line will bounce it near wing. And a nice move along the baseline by Mwamba. Liddy Mwamba with her first 2 points as a Lady Flame. Puts Liberty up 10-9. Interior feed to Sabatos. She's able to get nice position down low and bank it in. This has been a very efficient start to the game for Frostburg State. Shooting 56% from the field. Flames, Ayesdaughter in the corner to Thompson. She's double teamed for a moment. Back up to Ayesdaughter. Cross-court pass to Athene. She drives the baseline, is cut off, gives to Peters. Peters on the right side. Had her shot affected. An offensive rebound, though, brought in by Mwamba, and she's fouled. So we'll see our first free throws of this young season. Every free throw the Lady Flames make, Food Lion will donate 100 meals to local area food banks. And the Food Lion Score to Give More campaign to help our neighbors in need this winter. First free throw, nothing but net. You see Leah Alexander in for Liberty, making her debut. Both free throws are good. The Flames retake the lead, 12-11. Alexander, the 5'7" redshirt freshman out of Burlington, Kentucky, along with Ife Nawabi were with the team last year but redshirted. And we almost see a steal by Alexander as it's knocked into the backcourt, but a foul is going to be called. Very aggressive play by Malia. Almost got it on the first poke check, but then when the ball rolled a little bit more forward, she was kind of caught with a forearm in the back of the Bobcat. That's the last thing you want. Into Spinelli. Goes back to that whole Coach Mike Leach scenario of which mascot would beat the other mascot. As time's running down on the Bobcats, Gaskins has to step back for a long three-pointer. Misses to the right. Didn't hit the rim, so a shot clock violation will give the ball back to Liberty. I believe when he was going through it, he was going through all the Pac-12, may it rest in peace, mascots and who would win. He was with the Cougars up at Washington State. I think he may have come to the conclusion that he had some good things to say about the Cougars, but I think he felt like maybe the Sun Devil, albeit mythical, might have the advantage. Athene near wing for Liberty fires up a three. It's too strong. Flames have yet to hit a three-pointer. Bobcats with the basketball. Back the other way. They try a three. Nichols spins one out. Liberty with the rebound. Ife Nawabi all the way down, and Olay goes the defense. Nawabi scores, and the Flames now have their largest lead so far at 3. Frostburg right back into the middle. It's almost knocked loose as Spinelli lost control, and then it was knocked away, but a foul whistled against the Flames. 1:41 in the first quarter. 14-11 Liberty. Officials for today's game, some familiar faces. Joshua Howell, Courtney Robinson, and Deanna Jackson. I would say that over the last 3 years, this group has probably been the three that have been to the most or refereed the most games for the Lady Flames during that span, and they're all three together tonight. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Nelson drives, kicks out to Nichols, and she shuffled her feet. On the second turnover of the game, and for the first game for Liberty, and the second, well, I guess if you count the exhibition games, the Flames played an exhibition game and a scrimmage, so they've been in some full contact type scenarios early on in the year, but this is the first game that means anything for Liberty. It's still an exhibition for Frostburg, but considering all that, only 2 turnovers, and the Flames have 0. Alexander on the inside to Stout. Stout's able to slip through and score. Flames getting the offense going now. They're up by 5 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Cross-court pass for Frostburgs. Nichols goes back on the inside to Heilman. Her shot pops out. Rattle around for a second. The Flames get the rebound. Nawabi, her three is an air ball. Alexander saves it from going out of bounds to Stout. Liberty will regain this possession with 15 seconds to shoot. Athene to Alexander, up top. Mills for 3, got it! Avery Mills puts the Flames up 19-11. And a 3 to answer on the other end by Heilman. They could have held for the final shot of the quarter if they chose to do so, but they did not. And now the Flames have 10 seconds to try to get something going. Haley's Appliance and Outdoor brought us that three-pointer. Mills is going to try another. Too strong, and the rebound pulled in by the Bobcats as time expires on this first quarter of play. A high energy first quarter for sure
Flames had that 19-11 lead for just a split second before it was answered on the other end by a three-pointer. So 8 points, the largest lead in the first quarter for Liberty. Frostburg State did hold a 1-point lead when they were up 9-8. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the second quarter here in Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames and the Bobcats doing battle as we begin another season of college basketball on the mountain. You're listening to the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg, with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haley's.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Have you downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app? If not, what are you waiting for? The Liberty Flames mobile app is your lifeline to Flames athletics. Get the latest news on your favorite teams, find upcoming schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game, listen to podcasts, and hear our online Liberty Flames Sports Network audio broadcasts.
Takes a long three. Got it! From 30! And the Flames lead!
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
A little bit of a slow start for Liberty shooting the basketball. Only 38% from the field, but they do lead 19-14 against Frostburg State. D2 school out of the Mountain East Conference. They were picked 6th this season. They finished 19-11 last year. Their leading scorer from a season ago, Emily Weekly, graduated. She averaged 27.5 points, only 5 returners. Most recently lost an exhibition game up at UVA, 99-38. This is also considered an exhibition game for the Bobcats, but it's the first game of the regular season for the Lady Flames. Mentioned Liberty shooting 38%, FSU shooting 46%. They're 6 of 13 from the field. The Flames 8 of 21. Liberty only 1 of 9 from 3. Frostburg State 2 of 8. And the Flames with the only 2 free throws of the game. Liberty with no turnovers in the first quarter. For a young team with some inexperienced players, that's an impressive start. Only 2 turnovers for the Bobcats. And Liberty won the rebounding battle in the first quarter 13-7. The Flames will have the basketball. And they've got the starters back out on the court. Cross-court pass goes to Mills in the far side corner. Liberty going from left to right. Ife Mwambi, her pass is picked off. Taken away by Nelson. Out of the top of the arc, Flynn. Flynn, near side 3, Heilman, and she nails it. So after Liberty led by as many as 8, 6 straight points for Frostburg State has gotten this back to a 2-point game. Mills is open for 3, but missed it short. We're going to get a rebounding foul called against the Bobcats. So after Liberty trailed in this game actually a couple of times. The most recent time they were down 11-10. And a 9-0 Flames run at that point. 6 straight for the Bobcats on the inbound. Jumper on the near side by Nawabi is short, and a rebounding foul against the Flames.
will be the first Liberty turnover. 19-17. Liberty up, just underway in the second quarter. Riley Nelson gives outside to Flynn. Far wing to Heilman. She takes a contested jumper and hits it. That was a tough shot that she made. Flames back on offense. Inside to Stout. Stout spins off her defender Hawkins and is able to bank it through. Back the other way, a quick three-pointer is short. Flames get the board. Efi down, through, and draws a foul. Blocking foul. And the question will be, was she in the act? And she was, so a couple of free throws. For Efi Nawabi. Nawabi, 6'2", redshirt freshman out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She played on her national team this summer, making her Lady Flames debut as she redshirted last season. First free throw on the way is in and out. Flames lead 21-19. Second free throw is good. Bobcats back on offense to our left. Pass comes to the near side, Nelson. Now in the far corner to Snyder. Snyder steps back to Nelson. Nelson top of the arc. Roman. Roman over to Snyder. 7 seconds to shoot. Back to Nelson. Nelson, nice backdoor pass on the interior to Spinelli, and her shot is swatted out of bounds by Nawabi. 2 seconds to shoot for the Bobcats. Trouble getting it inbounds. They do just in time, and the jump shot by Roman is blocked down by Stout. The horn sounds and the Flames get the ball back. A defensive clinic for the Lady Flames on that possession. Pretty back on offense. We see a new face on the court. We'll get to that in a moment, but right now it goes into Elizabeth Ayestadter, and she missed the shot. Liberty up by 3, 7:37 to go, second quarter. The new player for the Lady Flames is Emma Leon. On the far wing, Nelson gonna drive, and she's fouled. Leave on the floor, so it'll be an inbounds for Frostburg. So Liberty has Stout and Ayestadter playing down low. Leon, Thompson, and Mills up top. Comes around to Spinelli for the Bobcats. 13 seconds to shoot. Far wing to Snyder. Now her pass is picked off by Ayestadter. She's going to run it all the way down herself and score. Nice job by Liz on both ends. Liberty up 24-19. And a carry on Gaskins will be a turnover for the Bobcats, which is their fourth. Flames with 1. Liberty still only shooting 38% from the field and only 1 of 10 from 3, but they now have opened up a 5-point lead. Thompson to Ayestadter, now on the near side of Mills. Mills trying to find some space, dribbles baseline, has it poked away, but she controls it again to Thompson. Thompson's elbow jumper is too strong, got her own rebound. Her putback's too short, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Flames. 6:33 left to go, second quarter. Lynn Peters back on the court for the Lady Flames. Stout will get a rest. Inbounds comes up top to Leon. Now to Mills for three, short. Rebound Frostburg State. The opposite side. Sophie Nichols in the near side corner to Spinelli. Spinelli back up top to Gaskins. Gaskins to Spinelli again. She hands out to Snyder. Snyder back to Gaskins. Drives the baseline, is cut off, and stepped out of bounds. Great defense by Liberty to force the turnover. Flames trailed by a point a couple of times in the first quarter, used a 9-0 run to take an 8-point lead. That was answered by Frostburg State with an 8-0 run of their own. And now currently the Flames have held Frostburg State to a scoring drive of about 3 minutes, and they lead by 5. Thompson on the inside to Eyesdottir. Nice find as Peters goes cutting down the lane and lays it in. The assist to Liz, and the basket to Lynn. Snyder with the ball. Bobcats trailing by 7. As we approach the midway point of the second quarter. Gaskins on the outside. The Sabatos, her three-pointer is short. Liberty with the board. Mills will bring it across half court herself. It goes all the way through, attacks, but the shot just doesn't quite fall. Flames with the offensive rebound, back out to Mills for three, short. Eyesdottir gets the board and she sticks it in. That was athletic just for her to be able to catch that. She was kind of bobbling it around a little bit, almost like something that you would see a joust at the net in volleyball. Gaskins' jumper far side corner is too strong for Frostburg State. Liberty on the attack. All the way down is Thompson, and she draws a foul and will go to the line for a couple of shots. Getting back to Eyesdottir on that last play, she never quite had it, but just sort of working it, trying to get it into her hands. When she finally did, she was almost too far under the basket, but was able to just kind of slip it off of her fingertips and nestle it home. That gives the Flames their largest lead of the game so far, and they'll have a chance to add to that. They're up 28-19, 4:29 to go here in this second quarter, and we've got a timeout, which we will take as well and be back after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today. That's ShopLibertyFlames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Now, back to the game.
28-19, Liberty up on top of Frostburg State. We've got 4:29 left to go in this first half, second quarter. Last night, the Liberty men's team, they opened up their year against Kentucky Christian and got a 98-57 win. And a huge weekend, basically all across campus. But we've got basketball, doubleheader on Friday, then play again on Sunday. Of course, football, they're at home against Missouri State on Saturday. Women's soccer, they won 2-0 against Sam Houston earlier today to make it to the championship of the Conference USA tournament, which the Flames are hosting at Osborne Stadium. That's on Friday at noon, so a strange start time for a weekday, but that's when that title game will go on. The Lady Flames will play ECU at 2 o'clock here in this building. Liberty field hockey involved in the Big East championships this weekend, also on the campus. So there is a lot going on. Unfortunately, quite a bit of it overlaps on Fridays. It's going to be tough to be in more than one place at one time, but it is an exciting time of year. Liberty is up 28-19, and Thompson adds to that. Flames are currently on a 10-0 run. Make it 11-0. So this is the largest lead of the game for Liberty. They're up 11. Clock is running. Bobcats have the basketball. They attack to our left. Claudia Athene is checked back in. Also Malia Alexander for Liberty. We're going to have a traveling violation against the Bobcats. Turns it back over to the Lady Flames. It's 11-0 run for Liberty. Spans a little over 4.5 minutes. They forced 4 turnovers during that time frame. Flames still only shooting 36% from the field. As they go inside to Peters, and Peters is able to get good post position and score. And Peters has 4 points in the game, making her Liberty debut. On the drive is Gaskins. Tries to float it up, but it's off the mark. Liberty with the board. They run it the other way, and Peters is able to finish off after a nice feed from Emma Leon. And the Liberty lead balloons out to 34-19. A timeout going to be taken by Jenna Eckelberry, the head coach of the Bobcats in her 4th season. Again, a solid year last year for Frostburg State. They were 19-11. Picked 6th this year in the Mountain East Conference. They're in Division II. They do have some big shoes to fill, though. Emily Weekly, one of the best players in all of Division II, had 27 out of 27.4 points per game average. She graduated. Only 5 returners for Frostburg from last season. The Flames have 5 newcomers, but really 7, because 2 of the returners were redshirts last year and didn't play. So they got a year of practice, but never actually got any game time. So 7 new faces on the court for Liberty this year. So both these teams have worked through some hiccups, I'm sure, at the beginning of the season with all the new players in the lineup. Bobcats on offense. They kick it outside to Sophie Nichols. Nichols will hook a pass to the far wing to Spinelli. Spinelli down to 7, picks up her dribble, in some trouble, has to come back up top to Heilman, and she traveled. Flames defense really picking up during this run. Liberty has scored 15 in a row. They've held Frostburg State to 0 of 6 from the field during that time and forced 5 turnovers in a little under 6 minutes. We see another new Lady Flame on the court, making her collegiate debut. I'll get to that here in just a moment, but first Alexander is going to pull up from 15 and hit along the far baseline. Leah Alexander with her first collegiate points. Frostburg State going to try to answer with a long three by Nichols. It's short. Liberty with the board. Athene down into the paint. Floats and it deadened off the back and fell out. And then a tied up ball. The arrow in favor of Frostburg State. They'll get it back. With 2:34 to go in this second quarter, Liberty up 36-19. The run is now 17-0 for the Flames after that basket by Alexander a moment ago. Sabatos on the near wing, guarded by Peters. Gives out to Heilman, and she traveled. It's been a theme in the last 7 minutes or so of this game, unfortunately, for Frostburg State. After only 2 turnovers in the first quarter, they have 6 in the first little under 8 minutes of this quarter. Flames back on offense. Athene, near side corner three is off the mark, and an offensive rebound by Zeynep for her first 2 points as a Lady Flame. Frostburg back to the other end, banks a three-pointer off the mark. Liberty with the board. Up-court pass looking for Malia Alexander, was too far out in front of her, a little ambitious. And Liberty with the turnover. A 19-0 Flames run. Flames actually trailed this game by 1 point midway through the first quarter. And it was tied 19-19 at the beginning of this quarter. Not the very beginning, but fairly early in it. On the drive is Roman. Roman shots off. Mills with the rebound for Liberty. A minute and a half to go as she drives along the lane and banks it in. Avery Mills, outside shot hasn't really fallen for her in this game so far, but she's been able to do it in other ways. As we get a foul called against the Lady Flames, and we'll see the first free throws for the Bobcats, a chance to end what is currently a 21-0 run for Liberty.
13 fouls at the line, shooting 2 for the Bobcats, number 15.
First free throw from Spinelli is good, and that ends the Flames run. The 40-19 lead was the largest of the game so far. Both free throws are good. $1:20 to go until halftime. Claudia Athene goes far side to Mills. Mills back up top to Mwamba, cross court to Athene, back to Mills. Her pass back to Athene is deflected and stolen away. Liberty with their third turnover. Under a minute to go until the break. Roman outside, near wing, Nichols. Her three-pointer is good. Five straight points for Frostburg State. Flames can play 2 for 1 if they hurry. Far side Athene. She's going to kick it near wing to Mills. Mills for 3, short. And we're going to get a rebounding foul called against the Bobcats. That will put 20 on the shot clock, so the Flames can't hold till halftime. There will be a 9.9 second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Flames inbound to Eisdotter. She has her shot blocked, but gets it back. Up top to Mwamba, and now to Athene, but a moving screen will negate the shot and give the ball back over to Frostburg State.
Second personal foul, 14 foul. Taking in for the Bobcats.
Peters will check out for Liberty. That is her second personal foul. Only Lady Flame with more than one. Roman has two, as does Heilman for the Bobcats. 8 seconds to go. Goes far side corner to Spinelli. She steps back for a three. It's off the mark. A long rebound out to Nichols. She turns and fires at the buzzer and hits. What a tough shot. A three in the corner. So some fight back from Frostburg State after they trailed 40-19. They've scored 8 in a row. And make it a 40-27 game as we head to the intermission. Liberty's leading scorer in the first half was Emmy Stout. She has 7 points. Emmy Stout has 10 points. Avery Mills has 7. And Heilman has 13 to lead everybody for Frostburg State. After a 21-0 Liberty run, an 8-0 Frostburg answer as we head to halftime. And we'll have Jason Prill back in the studio to get us a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. I mentioned all that stuff that's going on campus. Men played last night, got a win. I'm going to miss something, but volleyball's actually away this weekend, but everybody else seems like it's at home. Women's soccer's playing for a championship on Friday. Field hockey's got their tournament going on campus. Football's at home. The basketball teams, it seems like they play about 8 games between now and Sunday, so there is a lot happening, and Jason will tell us all about it during the halftime show. And do want to thank Segra for their sponsorship of the halftime report. It is currently 40-27. Liberty with the lead, and we will be back with more after this here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Flames Nation, this is Liberty men's basketball coach Richie McKay. The McKay family are proud Flames Club members and invite you to join in training Champions for Christ on and off the court. Whether you're at the game or cheering from home, your support is valuable and directly impacts our student athletes. Membership starts at just $75 and comes with great benefits like access to premium seating, hospitality, and parking privileges. Join today. Visit libertyflamesclub.org.
Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry provides dental health services including dental implants, cosmetic dentistry, extractions, and more. Their office treats patients of all ages and accepts major dental insurances. Peary and Woolwine Family Dentistry is located at 2229 Mural Road next to EC Glass High School in Lynchburg. You can reach the office by phone at 434-847-5331 and online at pearyfamilydentistry.com.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
First half is history. Now it's time for the Lady Flames halftime report, powered by Segra. Segra offers customized business solutions. Learn more at Segra.com.
Welcome back inside the studio. Jason Prill here with you for the first time tonight and this season as the Lady Flames get underway. They lead 40-27 over Frostburg State at the half. Emmy Stout leading the way with 10 points in that first half. It's time now for us to take a look around the country as part of the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. We'll start first in Conference USA. There's some action going on tonight. 3 other games happening this evening. 2 of them are live right now. Kennesaw State, they lead 38-21 over Shorter as the Owls. They are on top by 17, and Kennesaw State looking for their first win of the season. Arkansas and Louisiana Tech. How about this one? There is a minute and a half left to go in the first quarter, and Louisiana Tech out to a 20-8 lead over the Razorbacks on the road. That's right, Louisiana Tech up 12 in the first quarter. Obviously, a lot of time for the Lady Razorbacks to come back and make a run, but right now, Louisiana Tech, they are on a roll. Now up 23-8 with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Number 18 USC plays later tonight against New Mexico State. That game coming your way at 10 o'clock this evening from the Galen Center in Los Angeles, California. Let's take a look at the top 25. There are 2 games in action right now. Both of them blowouts. At the end of the third quarter, number 23 Michigan State leads Mercyhurst 98-28. That's a little bit of a deficit for Mercyhurst. They trail by 70 heading to the fourth quarter. At the half, number 13 Michigan, they lead Canisius 51-26 as the Lady Wolverines trying to pick up win number 1 of the season. Coming up later this evening in the top 25, along with that USC game, number 5 Louisville will take on Houston Christian tonight at 8 o'clock. And a couple of top 25 matchups earlier today. Number 9 NC State held off number 8 Tennessee 80-77 in the second half comeback that put them on top by 3 as the number 9 team in the country picks up the win. Number 1 UConn down number 20 Louisville 79-66, as well as part of the Paraton Armed Forces Classic from Alumni Hall in Annapolis, Maryland. And one other final, number 24 Richmond down Mount St. Mary's 83-49. Well, that's a look around the women's college athletics world as we will step aside. When we come back, we'll take a look at the first half and also around campus as well. Jamie Hall mentioned it's a busy week for Liberty Athletics. We'll hit on all of it when we come back on Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
At Carilion Clinic, the success of their employees is based on a culture that welcomes them and nurtures their growth. As the largest nonprofit employer west of Richmond, Carillion's team members are always learning and forever curious. Carilion is more than a healthcare system. It's a team of unique individuals doing what matters most, caring for the community. Visit CarillionClinic.org/careers and search their opportunities. Come join 13,000 employees who are Carilion proud.
At Carter Bank, we believe life is best lived full of opportunities and dreams, of goals achieved and promises kept. We've been creating opportunities for more people and businesses to prosper since 1974. That means great local lending, convenient access to your money, accounts and guidance that make it easier to get more done. We are Carter Bank, the preferred community bank of Liberty Flames Athletics. Visit carterbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
See Flames football in another Conference USA clash.
10-5 pylon. He's in!
Liberty takes on Missouri State this Saturday at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Kickoffs at 1 p.m. Help a child in need. Bring an unwrapped gift to the game to donate to Toys for Tots. It's also our military appreciation game. First 3,000 fans will get a Liberty USA hat. Liberty versus Missouri State. See USA football this Saturday in Lynchburg.
Touchdown, Liberty!
Tickets at lufootball.com.
You're listening to Lady Flames Basketball live. Now back to the halftime report, powered by Segra on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Welcome back inside the studio. Jason Prill here with you as part of the halftime report. Liberty 40, Frostburg State 27. as the Lady Flames open up their season under Alexis Sherrard. Let's take a look very briefly at the first half. Liberty outscoring Frostburg State 19-14 through the first quarter of play. It was a bit back and forth, though, and the Bobcats played things close as they kept it within 5 points. The second quarter swung a little bit more in favor of Liberty as they outscored the Bobcats 21-13, led by 10 points from Emmy Stout, as she has 10 points and 3 boards as well. Lynn Peters off the bench, a good showing, 6 points and 3 rebounds as well. And Ife Nwobi, she has 5 boards, pacing the Flames in the rebound category. Should be a fun second half coming up in just a few minutes, but before we do that, we also want to take a look at some of the other action happening across Liberty Athletics, not just today, but also this week as well. We'll talk about yesterday. How about this? Liberty men's basketball in their first action of the season, 98-57 over Kentucky Christian, as they pulled away in the second half and did not let off the gas pedal. Brett Decker Jr. with the game of his life, 29 points in 28 minutes, 10 of 14 from the floor, 8 of 10 from behind the arc, 3 assists, 3 boards as well for the Flames guard as Brett Decker Jr., he was our player of the game from last night. Zach Cleveland, a pretty dominant showing as well. But what else would you expect from the veteran? 13 points, 10 boards, another double-double for Zach Cleveland. Also happening this weekend in Liberty Athletics. Earlier today, as part of the Conference USA Women's Soccer Tournament, Liberty took down Sam Houston 2-0. Both goals were scored by Ivy Gardner. One came with just 5 minutes into the first half, and their second about 10 minutes into the second half as Garner scored twice to give Liberty the win, taking down number 3 Sam Houston in the tournament as Liberty, the number 2 seed, continues to progress through the Conference USA tournament. A lot more action coming up this week. On Friday, the Women's Soccer Championship Finals will come your way at 12 o'clock from Osborne Stadium, as that should be a fun one. Tickets are available online for that game. Also, Liberty Field Hockey, they will start their quest for a chance to get back to the tournament as they will take on number 4 seed Villanova. Liberty Field Hockey, the number 1 team in the Big East. That game coming your way 1 o'clock Eastern from Lynchburg, Virginia. Women's basketball will be in action from Liberty Arena on Friday, 2 o'clock against East Carolina. And then the men will be in action later that evening against Charleston, one of 2 games this weekend for them at home, as they will take on Charleston on Friday at 6, and then also FAU on Sunday at 6 o'clock as well. Women's volleyball, they are on the road on Friday for their game against Missouri State. So that's a look around this week in Liberty Athletics. When we come back, it'll be Jamie Hull with you for the second half as he'll get you set with the first half statistics and get us all set for the second half throw-in. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty more coverage on the way. It's Liberty 40, Frostburg State 27 on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born. They're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
Hi, it's Jonathan Cotton, and people often ask me, what is the Good Feet store? I respond, we are an arch support store. When you come in, our staff is going to welcome you and listen to your needs. We want to learn about you, your lifestyle, your work, and the types of shoes you enjoy wearing. Then after measuring your feet, we are going to fit you from a selection of over 300 styles and sizes of arch supports. Come into the Good Feet store for your free fitting and test walk. Visit goodfeet.com for the location nearest you. We look forward to seeing you soon at the Good Feet store.
Thousands of our teammates make and deliver 300 of the world's best brands and flavors, locally. From the heartland to the coast, in big cities and small towns. Our products are moving, and our trucks are rolling. We share a passion and a purpose, and we love to refresh and serve our communities. We are Coca-Cola Consolidated. your local bottler.
It's almost time for the second half. Now back to the arena for a check of the stats from the first half, presented by Larry's Tire and Auto Repair.
custom homes in the Lynchburg and the surrounding areas. From designing a plan to picking out fixtures, Frank Good Builders works with you to design and build your truly custom dream home. Frank Good Builders can be reached at 434-238-3710 or frankgoodbuilders.com.
Now back to Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
49-35, Liberty on top of Frostburg State, 6:39 to go here in this third quarter. Jamie Hall here with you from Liberty Arena. Jason Prills back in the studio. Timeout was taken by Frostburg State. They'll have 2 remaining. Flames have all 4 of their timeouts. Spinelli now has double figures for the Bobcats. She's up to 10. Heilman leads the way with 13 points. The Flames have Stout and Mills each with 10, which is kind of appropriate. That's 2 Flames that were on the all preseason team in Conference USA. Paris Bradley down at La Tech was the preseason player of the year. La Tech picked to win the league, but it was tight. The top 3 teams, La Tech had 5 first place votes. Liberty had 5 and MTSU had 2. So only 5 voting points between first and third. And then Missouri State in their first year in Conference USA was picked 4th, WKU 5th, FIU 6th, then Sam Houston, UTEP, Kennesaw State, New Mexico State, Delaware in their first year, and picked last is Jack State. But there's so much uncertainty from one year to the next. With the amount of turnover that just about every team has to endure, it's hard to really have a feel for how good a squad is going to be until you see them play for a month or so. So I don't envy those having to vote. It was the coaches that voted, and that's who they deemed would be the best teams in the conference. We're back underway. Liberty with the ball. They go into Stout. She's double teamed and travel. A good job by the Bobcats anticipating that pass and forcing the turnover. Flames now with 6 turnovers. As many turnovers in the first 4 minutes of the second half as they had in the entire first half. Savatos hands off to Gaskins. Now on the near wing to Heilman. She's guarded by Eyestar, almost knocked it loose. It comes to Gaskins with 8 seconds to shoot. She's going to drive and kick out to Roman. Roman dips down and is going to be called for an offensive foul. Avery Mills signaled it herself as she was laying on her backside. Flames forced the turnover. Jason Prill was talking about that soccer match from earlier today. Got a chance to watch a little bit of that before came over to the arena. Actually saw both of the goals. What a game it was. What a season Lang Wiedemeyer's team has had, and a chance to win a championship on Friday. Mills to Thompson. Thompson on the far wing goes in the corner to Alexander, who had just checked back into the game. Up top to Eyestadter. Her 3-pointer is short. Trying to save it from going out of bounds with Lynn Peters, but she couldn't. So the Flames will give the ball back over. Liberty up by 14. Getting close to the midway point of this third quarter of play. Zaria Gaskins running the point. Dips into the paint and then kicks it out on the far wing to Sophie Nichols. Nichols to Heilman. Now back on the near side to Spinelli. Spinelli with 4 seconds to shoot. Nichols is going to drive and fling one up and hit. That was a tough shot. Flames defended that well, but just better offense. Makes it a 12-point game. 49-37 and a 3-second violation will turn it over for Liberty as we now have hit under the midway point, which will bring us to immediate timeout. 4:57 to go in the third. Liberty 49, Frostburg State 37, and it will be the Bobcats basketball when we return after this timeout here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Turn up the heat. Foster Fuels is a proud partner of Liberty Athletics. Foster has been fostering warm moments for 100 years. Headquartered in Brookneal, Virginia, Foster has been providing exceptional propane and gas services since 1921. Stop by one of our 6 showroom locations across Central Virginia to view our wide range of products. From propane to fireplaces and grills to tank installs and tankless water heaters, Foster has it all. Download our app or visit fosterfuels.com for more info.
Move those coffee chains, Flames fans, and go local. Central Virginia's own Ironclad Coffee Roasters and Baking Company is the premier coffee partner of Liberty Athletics. Pay them a visit at one of their cafes in the Richmond area or at the Richmond International Airport. They'll also ship their specialty grade coffee straight to your door. Visit ironcladcoffee.com, that's www.ironcladcoffee.com, to check out the coffee Flames fans are talking about.
What's important isn't that Freedom First has been in business since 1956. What's important is how we've been doing business since 1956. Since day one, we have been accountable to our members, not stockholders. We make loans that cost less, offer savings plans that pay more, and give back to our community, and that hasn't changed. What has changed is our ability to serve you with more locations and more technology to simplify your financial life. Freedom First. It's a place where anyone in our region can bank for good.
Live play-by-play coverage of Liberty Lady Flames basketball from Van Wagner continues on the Liberty Flames Sports Network. Now it's time for a Carter Bank & Trust game at a glance.
4:57 to go here in the third quarter. Liberty up 49-37, but this has been a pesky Bobcat team. Flames used a 21-0 run in the second quarter to take a 40-19 lead. That 21-point lead is the largest of the game, but the Bobcats answered with 10-0 of their own. Spanned the halves. They've kept it within arm's reach, currently at 12 points. This is a drastic improvement to their last exhibition game. This is an exhibition game for Frostburg State. It doesn't count the standings. It does for the Flames, but the Bobcats also played UVA and lost 99-83 last week. The Flames still in their huddle. Frostburg State in the visiting black uniforms with white numbers and red trim. The Flames in the home whites with red numbers and baby blue trim. Alexis Sherrard making his debut as the head coach of the Lady Flames. He's filled in that spot several times over the years due to illnesses, injuries, deaths in the family, things of that nature, and so it's no unfamiliar territory for him. And certainly Lynchburg is not an unfamiliar place for him either. He was an assistant coach under Kerry Green for 18 years previous to now being the head coach. Back underway. Bobcats with possession. They'll go into Spinelli. Spinelli works her way down low and draws the foul. A chance to make this a 10-point game at the free throw line. Leah Alexander picks up her second personal foul. Spinelli with 10 points in the game. Makes the first free throw. Spinelli, one of the few returners from a season ago. She averaged a little over 10 points a game last year. Makes both free throws. That's a 10-point game. Flames on offense to our left. Pass is almost picked off by Nichols, but she couldn't quite keep it from going out of bounds. Liberty will put it back in play with 17 seconds to shoot on the near sideline. Some new rules in college basketball on the men's and women's side. On the men's side, they've got a challenge system. I think it's called an appeal on the women's side. And you can basically appeal certain things as much as you want. If you lose the appeal, then you lose a timeout or have a technical foul against you. Flames the basketball. Comes up top to Ife Nwabi. Her three-pointer is in and out. Rebound Bobcats. Chance to make this a single-digit ball game. Cross-court pass. Too much on it. Heilman airmailed the pass. She was trying to get Nichols, who was open on the near wing. That's a turnover. Flames get it back. Kayla Thompson running the point now as Athene will come out. She'll pull up from the elbow and hit. Thompson makes it a 12-point game. Thompson in her Liberty debut has 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting. 11 minutes so far. 13 seconds on the shot clock as Gaskins will bounce it over to Sabatos. Sabatos looks down low, nothing there. Hands it, well, no, actually takes a dribble and pounds it into the paint. Down low to Spinelli. She's defended well by Alexander. Missed the shot. The Flames get the rebound. They run it back the other way. Thompson attacks with the left hand and floats it home. Coach Gerard has talked a lot about Thompson's defensive ability. Transfer from Boston College. But we're seeing some offense these last couple of possessions. Spinelli's three-pointer is off the back rim. The Flames at the board. Ife Nwabi all the way through, and she's going to be called for an offensive foul. Stepping in to draw the charge was Spinelli. So Liberty has to fall back on the defensive end, leading by 14. Been up by as many as 21. Trailed in the game by 1 on a couple of occasions back in the first quarter. Gaskins to Spinelli. Spinelli with Eyestad on her. Now far wing to Nichols. Nichols dribbles her way into the paint, scoops to the hoop, but missed the shot. Rebounded by Liberty. Claudia Athene, who just checked back in to Eyestad for 3. Air ball. Rebound to the Bobcats. Approaching the 2-minute mark as Thompson knocks the ball loose and gets the steal. Passes it up court to Athene. Athene now back in the near side corner to Nwamba. Nwamba back to Athene. Three-pointer. Boom! Claudia Athene puts the Flames on top, 56-39. Claudia, who's now in her 3rd year here at Liberty. So we have a foul called against the Lady Flames away from the ball. Going to see quite a few more minutes than she averaged in the past. Last year, both Ana Badoza and the starter Jordan Hodges got double-digit minutes per game. Hodges getting about 24. Badoza 10. Athene averaged about 8.5 minutes played in 29 of the 33 games. But so far this year, she is playing a lot of minutes, including this game here as an air ball off of the inbound gives it back to Liberty. Athene drives through, and they're going to get her for a double dribble. Claudia has 9 points. She had 12 points in the exhibition game against North Carolina A&T. 21 minutes so far tonight. Gaskins looking for Spinelli on a back cut. Instead, will pull up from the elbow, and it's an air ball, but it goes off the fingertips of the Lady Flames. Liddy Mwamba. Mwamba, the transfer from New Mexico, has 1 year of eligibility left. She's from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. 6'3". The inbound pass goes on the far side. And now back up top. Nichols to Spinelli for 3 and hits. Wow, that's a tough shot with the horn about to sound on the shot clock. Impressive game for Spinelli. Flames go back on the attack on the interior to Stout. She's able to clear some space and score. (58-42) Liberty. Under a minute to go. And a steal by the Flames. Athene steps into the passing lane, gets it up court to Ayestadter. She lost the handle, still got the shot up, and we've got an injured Bobcat. That looked like some just incidental contact, and it was Sophie Nichols that sort of got tripped up, and she thinks it was an incidental. You can tell as she was going over to the sideline, she thought she was fouled. Out of that, Liberty missed the shot, and the Bobcats got the rebound. There's 31.5 to go in the third quarter, about a 2-second difference when the shot clock and game clock, maybe 2.5. Riley Nelson, which if you're a fan of the old match game, that name sounds familiar. There's no connection that I'm aware of, but it's actually backwards too. My dyslexia kicking in. She goes over on the far wing to Spinelli. Spinelli's three-pointer is off the back rim. The Flames get the board. They got 4 seconds to try to make something happen. Ayestadter to Athene. Athene from half court banks it just off the mark. And the horn sounds on this third quarter. We're getting back to my frivolous thought. It was Charles Nelson Riley, was an actor, comedian, and was on the original Match Game back in the day. This is Riley, first name Nelson, so the opposite. For those that have no clue what I was talking about on that Match Game reference. 10 minutes to go. Liberty leading 58-42. We'll be back with that fourth quarter here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Downloaded the Liberty Flames mobile app. If not, find out current schedules, buy and download tickets to the next game. Listen to podcasts and hear our online Liberty Sports Network audio broadcast. Takes a long three.
Got it! From 30! And the Flames lead!
It's all on the Liberty Flames mobile app. Download it for free from your mobile app store today.
The light from a star can take millions of years to reach Earth. So when you look at a star, you're looking back in time. But I see the future. I see exploration and courage. I see my country finding new horizons out there. And I see giant leaps making a comeback. I see myself. The future is where I'll make history.
This message is brought to you by the United States Space Force. More information is available at spaceforce.mil.
Owned and operated by a Liberty alum, Larry's Tire and Auto Repair offers complete auto service including tires, preventive maintenance, and more. Larry's Tire carries all major brands and is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday at any of their 4 locations, with 2 in Lynchburg, 1 in Forest, and 1 at Able Tire in Concord. More information on Larry's Tire is available at larrystireservice.com.
As we head to the fourth quarter, Liberty is on top of Frostburg State 58-42. Flames able to hit some three-pointers in the second half after a real struggle in the first half. They're now still not shooting the ball well, but 5 of 21 for the game. after having only hit 1 3-pointer on 14 shots in the first half. Of course, our 3-pointers brought to you by Haley's Appliance and Outdoor. I also want to thank Larry's Tire and Auto for the stats that we give you throughout the course of the game. Spinelli leads everybody with 15 points. Heilman with 13. For the Flames, Stout has 12 and Mills 10. Leading rebounder is also Stout. She's got 6. And Ify Nawabi also with 6. Nawabi in her debut tonight. 3 points to go along with those 6 rebounds. First time she has played collegiate basketball after sitting out last year as a redshirt. Malia Alexander in that same boat. She has a couple points, a rebound, 3 assists as well in 10 minutes of playing time. Several freshmen for the Lady Flames and a couple of transfers, so a lot of new faces. Lynn Peters, one of those freshmen. She has 6 points and 3 boards in 11 minutes. Flames on defense as we get underway in the 4th quarter. Bobcats going to our right. They try to get it on the interior, looking for Lake and Flynn. Pass was too low. Liberty comes away with the steal. Eyestadter evades the defender, gets outside the Mills. Mills turns into a 3 and it's off to the right. The rebound is loose on the floor. Players scrambling for it. Stout keeps it alive and resets for Liberty, but then a pass looking for Nawabi in the corner was over her head and out of bounds. Flames turn it over, leading by 16, just underway in the 4th quarter. On the near side, Heilman bounces it up top to Sabatos. Sabatos to Nelson. Nelson now to Flynn. Flynn works her way in on Mills and is defended extremely well and flings it out of bounds. That shot had no chance. Avery Mills. But you can really see her maturization. Not that she had a bad freshman year. She played well last year, but defensively, you're seeing her much, much more intense in the early going of this season as the ball goes into her high school teammate, Emmy Stout. And Stout with a strong post move to give the Flames an 18-point lead. Now she gets back on defense to apply a hand on Nichols, forces her to miss. Flames with the board, leading by 18. Mills inside to Stout. Stout double team, finds Eyestadter for 3, but it's off the mark. Stout gets the rebound. Her putback's no good. Ify with the board, and Nawabi will go to the free throw line for 2. Mention Ify, the redshirt freshman from Alberta, Canada. Leah Alexander, redshirt freshman from Burlington, Kentucky. Emma Leon, 5'6" freshman from Barcelona, Spain. First free throw by Nawabi is good. Lynn Peters, freshman from the Netherlands. And we saw Zeynep Avgia earlier today for a couple of minutes, and she is a freshman from Turkey. The free throws are good. Flames lead 62-42. Scored the first 4 points of this 4th quarter. 1 away from their game high as far as a lead is concerned, is the Bobcats having a little bit of a scramble drill and they can't come up with it. It squirts out of bounds for a turnover. That is 16 turnovers in the game for FSU. The Flames have 10. Eyestadter on the near side goes cross court to Athene. She's left open for 3. Short though. And we're going to get a rebounding foul against Frostburg State. Amy Stout had good position. She got held. No major foul trouble in this game. Roman now has 3 for Frostburg State. A few Lady Flames have 2, but no more than that. Goes into Stout. Stout's double team, draws a foul, and she'll shoot a couple of free throws. Amy Stout last season was a 70% free throw shooter. Talking about that soccer game earlier today, Ivy Gardner with a couple of goals. She continues to have just an amazing senior year. 14 goals on the season. 1 was on a penalty kick, handball in the first half. The other was just this mad scramble. Holly Engel was in the mix. The Flames missed the free throws, but they get an offensive rebound and keep the play alive. Finish that thought on women's soccer here in just a minute as it goes back inside to Stout. Missed her first shot, got her own board, goes back at it on the left side, draws another foul. Chance to redeem herself at the free throw line after missing those 2 a moment ago. Coach Wiedemeyer, who picked up his 100th win at the end of the regular season, really has that team clicking. And even when they bring in the second unit, which often comes in a wave where it's almost basically everybody but your defensive line is going to swap out at some point. And they don't lose a lot when they bring that second group in. Got a little chippy today with Sam Houston State. It's a physical game, but Lady Flames get the win, and now they play for the championship on Friday at noon as Stout hits both free throws and gives the Flames their largest lead of the game so far at 22. Frostburg State on the drive. Riley Nelson lost the handle out of bounds into the Liberty cheerleaders, which are to our right along the baseline, right in front of the pep band. And we should be getting close, I think, to knowing who the Lady Flames soccer team is going to play. As the second semifinal should be coming to an end soon, and we'll try to get you that information before we go off the air. Athene on the drive for Liberty. Outside, 3-pointer is good by brand new Lady Flame, Liddy Mwamba. Mwamba, the transfer from New Mexico, puts Liberty up by 25. Frostburg goes in the middle. Long 2-pointer by Hawkins goes out of bounds. Air ball. 6:18 left in the ball game. Flames up to 43% from the field, but more importantly, they've now held the Bobcats to 36% shooting, and they've forced 17 turnovers. Flames with 10, and Liberty with a 42-21 rebounding edge, doubling up FSU. Leon now back on the near side to Mwamba. Mwamba to Thompson. Thompson off of the screen, slides through, little finger rolls off the mark. Stout couldn't quite handle the rebound. It goes out of play off of the Bobcats. There'll be 20 seconds on the shot clock for Liberty. Emma Leon now running the, well, let's see now. She'll be playing the 2 with Thompson on the court. Get the sense, and this is certainly unofficial, but when Claudia Athene and Jakayla Thompson are on the court at the same time, that Thompson will run the point and Claudia will play the 2. But when Thompson and Leon, both point guards, are on the court, it seems as if Thompson will be the one running the point, but we'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure it could change as the season goes along. We're going to have our first appeal. I don't believe in women's basketball the phrase is going to be a challenge. Yeah, appeals and challenges. Challenges are on the men's side, appeals are on the women's side. Reminds me of an old Rodney Dangerfield joke. The teacher was standing up in front of the class, English class, and wrote a sentence out and said, what do you do at the end of a sentence? Rough neighborhood, the kid said, you make an appeal. And so the out of bounds who at last touch was the appeal made by Jenna Eckleberry. And I didn't see what they said the result of the appeal was. But basically, teams may appeal an unlimited number of times and do not have to have timeouts remaining to appeal. If they have timeouts remaining, they lose the appeal, they lose the timeout. If they don't have timeouts remaining, they get a technical foul. In the men's game, it's challenges, and the teams have to have a timeout remaining to challenge, and they only have one challenge per game, and if you get that right, you get one more. So in the women's game, you could, in theory, have an unlimited number of appeals, and I believe, maybe because of this appeal happening during a time frame where we had not had immediate timeout, it became our immediate timeout, so I apologize. We'll have to make that up. We got a lot to make up during post game. We got some spots that we'll have to sneak in because the teams are in their huddles right now, and the timeout coordinator across the way for TV is standing, so that means TV's in a break, but we're not. But that'll give me a chance to kind of talk through some of these appeals, what you can appeal, what you can't. Determine who shoots the free throws, determine whether a player should be awarded 2 or 3 free throws after a foul, whether a player, the officials gave the foul to the wrong player, whether it was a 2 or a 3-point field goal. Some of these are just administrative type things. Timing mistakes, stuff like that. Resetting the shot clock, whether a shot got off in time before a shot clock, whether a flagrant foul. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. How about a flagrant foul? Fragrant foul is when you wear too much cologne. Determine whether there was a foul charge, charge to the wrong person, and it's a lot of that kind of stuff. So shot clock violation. But the ones that are women's basketball only, the appeals that are women's basketball only, which team caused the ball to be out of bounds? And that was what we just saw. And that can be at any point during the game. And if you have a timeout, you'd lose it. If you don't have a timeout and you got it wrong, you'd have a technical foul. Whether a ruling of a backcourt violation was correct, that's another thing that you can appeal. And whether or not it was a loose ball foul or a player control foul, those are all things that you can appeal in the women's game. And either lose a timeout if you get it wrong or get a technical against you. So after the review, it was determined that the Flames touched it last. So Frostburg State, good use of the appeal. And they'll have the basketball. Up top, Hawkins. Looking for some help. Now bounces it to Spinelli at the top of the arc. She hands off to Snyder. Snyder with 4 seconds to shoot will lob it across, and the pass is picked off. The Flames come away with the steal. Nice play by Mwamba. Liddy forcing the turnover, and the Flames leading 67-42. Nearing the midway point of this fourth quarter, we'll have a moving screen called against Liberty that wipes off this possession. That will be the 11th turnover for the Lady Flames. 5:04 to go. Thompson goes to the floor to deflect the basketball, but she's not able to come up with it cleanly. Frostburg State retreats back into the backcourt to come away with the other possession, or another possession. Continue this possession. On the drive is Heilman. Her shot flex off the rim. Flames with the board. Back up court. Open three near wing by Mwamba is too strong. Flames get the board. Mwamba on the near side to Thompson. Thompson looking for Stout. Instead goes to Eyestadter in the corner to Leon. Her three-pointer is good. Emma Leon with her first points as a collegiate. And Liberty is up 70-42. Flames have scored all the points that have been scored in this fourth quarter, 12-0. And they actually scored the last 2 points of the third quarter as well. Shot on the interior by Frostburg State. Falls off the rim to the right. It's tapped out of bounds by Liberty. Inbound pass goes in the middle, and a nice play by Hawkins. A little half hook. Ends the 14-0 Liberty run. Makes it a 70-44 game with 3:50 on the clock and running here in the fourth quarter. Leon drives, kicks in the corner. Thompson for three. Got it. Jakayla Thompson makes it 73-44. An answer back the other way by Heilman. Mwamba again to Leon. Outside to Thompson. Now to Peters. Far side to Mwamba. Her three-pointer is short. And the rebound is tracked down in the corner by Heilman. 3 minutes to go in the game. That 29-point lead for the Lady Flames was the largest so far. Nice pass, slipping it inside to Hawkins, and Hawkins a couple of baskets. She's got 4 points, and the Flames are going to go on the attack where Emma Leon draws a foul and will shoot a couple of free throws. I want to take a moment to thank the Lady Flames basketball team. They had a ring ceremony on Saturday, but kind of close proximity to the football game, wasn't able to make it there. But prior to the game, Chelsea from the women's basketball office came over and gave me this. I'm going to try to show it on the camera for those that are watching. Hopefully that's in focus. I'm not sure. But a beautiful ring after the championship from last season. And thank them for that. Been fortunate to be a part of all 18 of their NCAA tournament runs, including that Sweet 16 back in the mid-2000s. During that run, only 3 head coaches. That's such an anomaly in college athletics these days. After the free throws, Liberty leads 74-49. 5 seconds to shoot for the Bobcats. They go far wing to Josie Cross, who had just checked in. A nice pass underneath. But Morgan Taylor couldn't find the rim, and the shot clock expires. Liberty gets the ball back. And there's a little bit of a fumble on the exchange between the official and Mwamba. They'll try again. And Liberty with the basketball. Leon, nice crossover. Gives it cross court to Mwamba. She's going to drive, floats, and scores. Liddy Mwamba, the transfer from New Mexico. 76-49 Liberty, and now a steal, and the Flames are going to have a run out the other way, but an offensive foul will wipe off the layup attempt. And Leon was trying to provide a little interference as she was coming up court. I think she was trying to get out of the way, but when she did, she stepped into the path of a defender. Something backed her way into a moving screen that she wasn't even really trying to make. Quick shot by the Bobcats is off the mark, and Liberty with the rebound. Malia Alexander all the way down to Peters. Peters draws the foul, got the shot up high, and will go for a couple of free throws. The shot was off, but the reason my voice fluctuated at the end is after she shot the ball in the air, she almost stepped on top of the defender that was laying on the floor after the contact. Everybody's okay, and Peters makes the first free throw. The layup that was negated by that moving screen a moment ago was going to be Zeynep Avgia, who we haven't talked a lot about. We need to. She's a freshman as well. Hasn't seen a ton of minutes so far in this game as the shot is off the mark by Josie Cross for the Bobcats. Liberty with the basketball. Coach Sherrard is high on Zeynep, but the interesting thing about her is she's a freshman. She's only 17 years old, so a very young freshman. She's got the ball in the corner. Will square for a three. It's short. And the rebound to the Bobcats. 78-49 Liberty. This matches their largest lead of the game. Nice pass onto the interior, but it's off the hands of a Lady Flame and out of bounds. Ogle took a nice feed, couldn't finish, and then the Flames deflected it out of bounds. Inbound pass comes to Hawkins. Hawkins retreats it back up top to Taylor. To Ogle. Ogle dives through and kicks it back out eventually to Snyder. Snyder's three-pointer was blocked. The rebound is picked up, but the shot clock had sounded. So that's going to do it pretty much. 24.4 seconds to go. Don't imagine the Flames will shoot here, although Frostburg State is pressuring on the inbound. Flames can dribble across half court and run the timeout. Coach Sherrard signaling that very thing. Leon circles around, and she's got some fancy footwork, some nice ball handling skills. He said she looks like an and one mixtape. So she's going to be a lot of fun to watch, but this team is going to be fun. They're going to have some growing pains. There's no question about that. There's so many newcomers, so many youngsters. So much offense and rebounding from a year ago is no longer here. But you can just tell they've got that it factor. And if they get it together, they can win some games this season. And even in this one where Flames didn't shoot the ball particularly well, there's not going to be many nights that they shoot 8 of 30 from 3. And they still won in fairly, in convincing fashion, 78-49. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the Coca-Cola post-game show here on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Again, Lady Flames 78, Frostburg 49.
Hi, this is Alan York, asking you to join the team as a member of the Flames Club. As a Flames Club member, you can make a difference by directly contributing to the success of Liberty Athletics. The Flames Club's mission is to raise the financial support needed to provide our coaches and student athletes with the resources to compete for championships. Membership levels vary and begin at just $75. Some gifts may even be tax deductible. When you join the Flames Club, you're truly investing in champions and championships. Join today at libertyflamesclub.org.
True Flame fans know where to shop to show their pride. Shop LibertyFlames.com. We're your one-stop shop for official Liberty Flames merchandise. Plus, all orders ship free. Go red, white, and blue and visit shoplibertyflames.com today. That's shoplibertyflames.com. ShopLibertyFlames.com is a proud sponsor of Liberty Athletics. For all your Liberty Flames apparel needs, visit ShopLibertyFlames.com today.
Lynchburg Nissan's model year in sales event is on, and the savings are huge. Remaining 25 models are tariff-free and have 0% up to 60 months. Discounts up to $7,100 off MSRP, and new cars starting at $18,950. Lynchburg Nissan is ready to pay up to 130% of fair KBB for your trade, too. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Inventory is limited and selling fast. Stop by or schedule your appointment at lynchburgnissan.com, home of the million-mile warranty.
The doctors at Crossroads Family Dentistry say go Flames and good luck this season. Stephen Hatch, James Peary III, Trey Woolwine, and Carol Roberts have over 50 years of experience serving Lynchburg and the surrounding area. Their dental office in Forest is open and ready to serve you. Crossroads Family Dentistry provides all family and cosmetic dental needs and accepts major dental insurances. They're located at 14761 Forest Road in front of Brauburgers. More information is available at CrossroadsFamilyDentistryBA.com.
You've been listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Time now for the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report. Get a complete recap of the game. Hear from Lady Flames head coach Alexis Sherrard, final stats, and more. This is the Coca-Cola postgame report. Coke, taste the feeling.
Welcome back into Liberty Arena, 78-49. The Flames get the win, and they start off the season 1-0. This was an exhibition game for Frostburg State, so this doesn't count in the standings for them. They also played UVA earlier on and lost that game up at John Paul Jones, 99-38. But just a kind of I don't even want to say a necessary evil because that makes it sound really bad, but just a necessity for these Division II schools. It's a way for them to raise a little bit of money, and tough matchups doesn't count against them. It gives them an opportunity to kind of see how their teams will be stacked up against very tough competition, of course. For the Division I schools, it's not easy to schedule home games, and so especially with a young team like the Lady Flames have, to be able to get a start early in the year, the first game of the year, against a D2 squad and get a lot of players involved. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. Now here's the question that I don't know the answer to with new head coach Alexis Sherrard, is just how quickly things are going to be in the locker room. With Coach Green, we kind of had an idea of how long it was going to take before the team got out. Usually quicker after a win than after a loss. But we'll have to kind of see what that timing is. And we've got Jason Prill and Daniel Leslie back in the studio, kind of on standby, seeing exactly what's going to go down here. But we'll start off with your Larry's Tire and Auto stats, and then at the very least take a break if we see players start coming out of the locker room. We'll come here with that. If players take a little longer to get out of the locker room, we'll throw it back to Jason for a look at our Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. Flames finish up the game shooting 43% from the field. The Bobcats 36%. Bobcats were 7 of 24 from 3, 29%. The Flames were 8 of 30, 27%. Frostburg State 4-4 at the free throw line. The Flames 12 of 16. Every free throw the Lady Flames make this season. Food Line will donate 100 meals to local area food banks, so 1,200 meals tonight. Liberty won the rebounding battle 46-25. The Flames with 12 turnovers. They forced 21. Liberty's leading scorer was Emmy Stout. She had 16 points, along with Heilman led everybody with those 16 points. Spinelli had 15 for the Bobcats. Avery Mills with 10 points for Liberty. So a couple of Lady Flames in double digits. Double-double for Emmy Stout. She also paced the Flames with 11 rebounds. Claudia Thien, she had 9 points and a team-high 4 assists in the game. A couple of steals in 24 minutes. And a plus 24, which was the highest of anybody in the game today. When her team, or when she was on the floor, her team outscored the opposition by 24 points. Also with 9 points, Jakayla Thompson and Liddy Mwamba. 8 points for Lynn Peters. Ify Nwabi had 5. Elizabeth Ayestar had 4 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Emma Leon in her college debut had 4 points. Malia Alexander with 2, and Zeynep Avgia. That's a tough one. It's spelled Zeynepavci. Flames have some tough names on their roster this year. I feel bad for the visiting PA announcers and radio that are going to have to sort through that. I'm still stumbling a little bit myself. These young ladies are making their Liberty debuts. Points off turnovers. Flames 26-14. Points in the paint 40-12 Liberty. Second chance points 20-10. Fast break points 9-2. And bench points 34-12, all in favor of the Lady Flames. Liberty led 19-14 after 1. They were up 40-27 at the half. 58-42 after 3, and they won the game 78-49. A 21-0 run for the Flames in the second quarter opened things up. Frostburg State then answered with a 10-0 run between the two halves. But the Flames, 14 unanswered in the third quarter, put the game away. And they get this opening night victory. Third meeting between these two teams. A big gap between them, though. They played back in 2023, but before that it was 1979, the last time that they had played. Now 2 times in 3 years. Lady Flames will have one more game at home to begin the season. They play East Carolina, a 2 o'clock start time on Friday, in the midst of all the chaos that's going on campus on Friday between women's soccer championship game, field hockey tournament, and men's and women's basketball playing here in Liberty Arena. Football plays the next day on Saturday. The men play again on Sunday, so there is a lot going on. Liberty Flames football show with Coach Jamie Chadwell will be at the Mellow Mushroom on Thursday night as well. So basically, get your rest tomorrow because there's something going on for the entirety of the week after that, and sometimes not just one thing going on, but multiple things going on. I know the Liberty hockey team's also playing this weekend on the club side, but they get a lot of support over in the arena, so a lot to do. But it's I'd rather have a lot to do than be bored, so that's makes things fun. Well, let's take a break. I seem to see some movement down in the hallway. I'm not sure if that's the locker room coming loose or not, but we'll see if we can get a read on what the timing is going to be and either come back with our Thompson Brooks Insurance player of the game, which was kind of co-player of the game, Emmy Stout, right there in the mix too. Certainly would be easy to take her, and I have no doubt that we're going to be talking to Emmy a lot this season. She had 16 points, 11 rebounds. But we're going to talk to the brand new point guard who has seen her role elevate so much at the beginning of this year, Claudia Thien, who had 9 points and 4 assists, a couple of steals, and a plus 24. That will be our guest along with Alexis Sherrard. Coach Sherrard's interview brought to you by the Good Feet Store. I think we've hit on all of our needs as far as our sponsors up to this point, and we will continue on with the Coca-Cola postgame show after this timeout. Liberty 78, Frostburg State 49. Here from Liberty Arena, we continue on after this timeout from Van Wagner.
The Liberty Flames thank Segra for their support. Segra collaborates with companies to offer business-only, carrier-grade connectivity, cybersecurity, voice and cloud solutions tailored to meet their diverse needs. Segra offers these solutions across a fiber network that spans 28 states in the U.S. and is headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. They can be reached at Segra.com or 833-GO-SEGRA. Segra, a proud partner of the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner.
See Flames football in another Conference USA clash.
10-5 pylon. He's in!
Liberty takes on Missouri State this Saturday at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg. Kickoffs at 1 p.m. Help a child in need. Bring an unwrapped gift to the game to donate to Toys for Tots. It's also our military appreciation game. First 3,000 fans will get a Liberty USA hat. Liberty versus Missouri State. See USA football this Saturday in Lynchburg.
Touchdown, Liberty!
Tickets at lufootball.com.
11 West is a proud sponsor of the Liberty Flames. 11 West specializes in apparel screen printing, embroidery, sew-on, and flat printing. From the design phase with their graphics arts team to the finished product, 11 West collaborates with each client to craft custom apparel and promotional products. For more information, visit 11west.com, call 540-639-9319, or stop by their location at 6598 New River Road in Radford. 11 West, outfitting America and logo wear.
Thompson Brooks Insurance has been serving Virginia for over 35 years, helping individuals and businesses with their insurance and investment needs. The team at Thompson Brooks is experienced in understanding Medicare, retirement planning, life insurance, the healthcare marketplace, and group insurance benefits. Call Thompson Brooks Insurance at 434-385-8500. That's 434-385-8500, or visit them online at thompsonbrooksinsurance.com. Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow.
Welcome back inside the studio. Liberty with the win tonight over Frostburg State by a final score of 78-49 as the Lady Flames kick off their season under Alexis Sherrard, the new head coach for the Lady Flames, with a victory at home in Liberty Arena. Time now to take a look at the Frank Good Builders out-of-town scoreboard. There's a lot of action going on across college athletics here this evening. One game still in action, and it's a close one. In Conference USA, Arkansas taking on Louisiana Tech. It's a 2-point game. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 74-72. Louisiana Tech led 22-10 out of the first quarter. Arkansas stormed their way back to take the lead going into the fourth, but right now, Louisiana Tech, they are 2 points off the lead at the official TV timeout with 4:33 left to go in the fourth quarter. Coming up later this evening in Conference USA action, number 18 USC will play host to New Mexico State. That game coming your way at the Galen Center in Los Angeles, California. Also in Conference USA this evening, Kennesaw State with the win over Shorter, 85-36. As they improve to 1-0 to start the season. Some top 25 scores to get to. Number 5 LSU downs Houston Christian 53-27. That game, or excuse me, they haven't downed them yet. It's at the half right now as the 5th-ranked team in the country off on a strong start. Number 9, NC State, they held off number 8, Tennessee. The Lady Vols dropped game number 1. They are 0-1 to start the season as NC State, the Lady Wolfpack, 80-77 victors over Tennessee. Number 1, UConn with a 79-66 win over number 20, Louisville. As UConn, the Huskies, another dominant squad this season. They pull off a big opening night win against Louisville. Number 24, Richmond, defeats Mount St. Mary's 83-49. Number 23 Michigan State all over Mercyhurst 125-39. And number 13 Michigan in Ann Arbor, they take down Canisius 100-40, holding Canisius to under 10 points scored in both of the third and fourth quarters. So that's a look at your out-of-town scores presented by Frank Good Builders. We'll toss it back now to Liberty Arena, where Jamie Hull is standing by.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. We're now joined by our Thompson Brooks Insurance Player of the Game, Claudia Thien. And Claudia, let me ask you this before we even talk about basketball, because you guys got these, and I just got mine today, which is absolutely beautiful. The people that are just listening on the audio, I'll have to explain it to them or describe it to them. But the people that are watching on the cameras here, the sideline cam or whatever we're calling this, booth cam, beautiful rings. When you saw this, I mean, you might have had an idea of what it was going to look like, and then you guys sometimes have a little bit of a say or some suggestions as far as how it's designed. But what was your thoughts whenever you popped up with those rings?
Obviously, I was very proud because last year was a great year for our team. And obviously it looks so pretty, and I really like that it has our inside joke. It says the nation, how we call it the Liberty Nation. But yeah, it's so pretty. The only thing is so heavy. I don't know what to do with it. I can't wear it because it's too heavy. And
it does. It would cramp your hand up a little bit. I was joking with Chelsea when she gave it to me. I was like, well, if I get in any bar fights, I'll know what this thing could knock somebody out. I'm just kidding. We don't get in bar fights around here. We don't even go to bars. How about this game? It's you had the exhibition games, the scrimmages, the exhibition game, and so we've got to see you guys a little bit already. You guys have been able to play contact games, not just against yourself, against other teams, but when it means something, when it's going to go in the win-loss column, does it just kind of elevate your anticipation for the game a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you said, the scrimmages helped us a lot, to prepare, because we have a lot of new players, freshmen. So it really helped us, get into the game rhythm. And then we were talking about, before the game, we were saying we have to treat, every game the same, because I don't know if you've seen, but, some D1 schools have been losing to D2s. Yeah. So every game needs to be the same, same intensity, same effort, and I think that's what we did today. So that was a really good game.
There have been stretches during your career already where you've played heavy minutes in a game. You've been in late in games. I remember the game at Texas as being one that stands out. That was your freshman year, and you played a lot of minutes. Great in that game. I'm sure you would love to have played more than you have your first 2 years, but now it seems like you're going to be getting probably twice, maybe even 3 times as many minutes as you're used to. Have you gone into the games differently, knowing from a stamina standpoint that it's going to be a different scenario?
Yeah, obviously, starting and playing more minutes, as you said, being a junior now, yeah, I mean, it's obviously going to be different, but I've been ready. I've been getting ready. I've had, great other point guards like Jordan Hodges. I've been guarding her, every practice, so that's really a thing that helped me. And, yeah, I'm just ready now.
And you're a captain this year?
Yeah.
So what was when you found out that, what was your thoughts?
Well, I think, I said I wanted to be a leader on the court, and then I had to prove myself, and then being the captain of the team, it's just a little bit of responsibility of that. But yeah, I really like being a leader, so yeah.
What are some players that you watch, either international players or WNBA players or other college players that you watch that you kind of model your game after? Could be men's players for that matter too.
I really watched Chelsea Gray. She played in my hometown when I was younger. So I thought she's a different player. She loves to pass. She has crazy passes. She's really good. So I really like watching her. And then in my hometown also, there's another one Laia Palau, that she was also a point guard, and she was really good too.
Chelsea Gray just keeps getting rings herself.
Yeah, she's so good.
That team is so good in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Fun to watch too.
Yeah.
And I think your team, and it's early, and there's a lot of new faces, and even players like Ify and Malia that were here last year but are getting their first minutes of actual game experience. It's going to take a while for everything to come together, but it seems like it's going to be a fun brand of basketball. You're country mate, she likes to be a little flashy, Emma Leon, and you like to be a little flashy, and everybody likes that little thing. Avery, she's looking at the crowd after she hits a three and stuff like that. It's going to be fun to watch this team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is like for our team, it's culture. And I think we did a great job on the preseason, like getting together. We're like really close to each other. So I think that translates it in the court, on the court. So that really helps us. And yeah, obviously like this year, I think we're going to run more quick game. So
that's one basketball difference, and I don't think there's going to be a ton because Coach Sherrard and Coach Green were together for so long. There's going to be a lot of similarity, but it seems like maybe the pace of the game will be a little faster with Coach Sherrard. Is there anything else that has changed, even maybe behind the scenes, anything, because we were just sort of joking, I really didn't know how long it was going to be before you guys got out of the locker room because Coach Green kind of had his way of doing things. Is Coach Sherrard quicker? Slower?
Yeah, maybe like more. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if it's the word, but like efficient, maybe.
Okay.
Like we get things done like maybe quicker, and I like that we also have like our inside jokes and stuff. Like we joke more. It's more, it's different.
He's got There's no lack of sense of humor, I'm sure, in that locker room. There's a lot of different personalities, and with all the international students, it's. They always say America is the melting pot, but your locker room is kind of like a melting pot. You've got Netherlands, Turkey, Spain, Canada, Congo. I mean, everything, and then Lynchburg with Avery. So, how fun is that with all the different personalities?
Yeah, it's really fun. Sometimes you go in the locker room and there's like this one talking Dutch, Spanish, Icelandic. Like it's crazy. But I think they did a great job like adapting. Like I thought it was gonna take more time, but they did a great job. They're great. So yeah, I'm really happy with this.
Have you been able to help them? Because you went through that yourself.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I try to help them and talk to them, and I've been in their shoes. So yeah.
You got a little, couple days off here, and then a very good opponent on Friday with ECU. Talk us through kind of from your standpoint, maybe not the team as much, just what's going to go through your mind, and what is your kind of routine between now and Friday?
So today we're going to enjoy the win. Then tomorrow I feel like we have practice. Yeah, we have practice. Probably it's going to be medium, high day. Then Thursday, like obviously it's the day before the game. So, we're going to prepare the game. And then Friday, I think, the intensity needs to go up because they're a really good team. So
it's a weird time. It's an afternoon game. So you got to kind of get in that mindset. Normally you're in class maybe or probably practice getting out of class about that time.
Well, usually we start practices at 2.
Okay.
So
that's
that
good
should
then.
That should be good.
You answered that like a captain. The one thing, though, I want to ask you from a personal standpoint, not so much from a team standpoint. When you've got a week like this, where you've got a couple of games, and then you got a little, there's some gaps, there's some time off, and there's some more stretches where you got a couple games in a short period of time. Sleep habits, hydration, nutrition. Do you really focus on those things?
Yeah, we really have to focus on like getting a good sleep, going to sleep like early if we can, and obviously like hydration has been a big part of our team. Like we've had hydration tests, and everyone is taking it seriously, so that's good. And then obviously like eating well too. Yeah,
there's so much more to it than just practicing the X's and the O's. So you got.
It's important to do like the things, the other things that might seem like not as important, but they are.
Yeah, it's hard to play basketball on 3 hours sleep.
Exactly.
You got to get your rest. Well, we'll let you go. Congratulations on a nice win today and a great effort yourself, and a couple steals. You got the assists that you like to get, and the thing that. Now, I'm a hockey fan, so I love the plus-minus. So when you look at the plus-minus, and you had the highest plus-minus, 24. When you were on the court, your team outscored their team by 24 points. Nobody else had a number that high. So a great game for you and a great win for the Lady Flames. We'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.
That was Claudia Athene here on the Lady Flames post-game show, brought to you by Coca-Cola. And Coach Sherrard is probably here somewhere, but I don't see him just yet. And I cannot remember because we have missed some breaks along the way. So I'm just going to ask this on the air, and then Jason, you can text me if you want as to whether or not we have a break that we still owe. Because if we've got a break that we still owe, we might go ahead and do that right now. We do have a break that we still owe. So let's pay our debts. and take a break. And we'll come back with head coach Alexis Sherrard after this Lady Flames victory by a final score of 78-49 over Frostburg State.
Hey, Flames fans, Gentry Lock is fired up to join in the excitement this season. Gentry Lock Attorneys knows it's all about preparation, precise teamwork, and a competitive spirit for the hard-fought wins. We've got that down. With our fierce drive to succeed, uncommon thinking, and extensive resources, Gentry Lock helps businesses thrive. We are downtown at 801 Main Street, and we serve the Commonwealth and beyond with offices in Roanoke, Richmond, and Norfolk. All the ways Gentry Lock can help clients succeed is waiting for you at GentryLock.com.
Score big at Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg with major brands of appliances that will make your house feel like a home and outdoor equipment to have your yard looking its best. Haley's puts customer service first. They deliver and service all of the products they sell and will take care of the process from start to finish. Log on to Haleys.com today for product availability. Haley's Appliance and Haley's Outdoor in Lynchburg is a proud sponsor for Liberty Flames Athletics.
Flames Nation, this is Liberty softball head coach and proud Flames Club member, Dot Richardson. I want to take this opportunity to invite you to join me in supporting Liberty Athletics' mission to train champions for Christ on and off the field. Your support directly impacts our student athletes and is a valuable part of our team. Membership starts at just $75 and comes with great benefits like access to premium seating, hospitality, and parking privileges. Join today. Visit libertyflamesclub.org.
You're listening to Lady Flames basketball live on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. Now, back to...
Welcome back into Liberty Arena. The Lady Flames open up the season with a victory over Frostburg State, 78-49. Coach Alexis Sherrard is making his way out and will join me here in just a moment. Get his thoughts on today's game. Again, make your plans to get out. A little matinee basketball. Tell the boss that you're running an errand for him and then just never come back. Go to the ball game on Friday. There's a lot of stuff because Coach Sherrard pops on the headset right now. There's a lot of stuff going on campus the rest of this week, and I'm going to forget something if I try to name everything off and give every game time. But the women's soccer team's playing for a championship on campus. That's a noon game on Friday, so that's perfect for the fans. Maybe not for me and you to be able to do both, but Go watch the soccer game, come straight to the basketball game. Field hockey's playing. They've got games going on, and I apologize, I don't know the exact time on that. We'll look that up. And they're playing the Big East tournament this weekend as well. Men's basketball plays Friday night. Football plays at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Men's basketball goes back at it again on Sunday. It's a wonderful time of year if you're a sports fan. And I don't want to say that you're not a sports fan. I know basketball is your main passion. NBA TV is usually what is on. But do you find yourself straying a little bit and watching some of all these other games and activities that are happening around campus?
Yeah, so I've been to a couple of soccer games already. I mean, obviously our soccer team is doing quite well. I've been to a couple of baseball, football. Obviously, we go to a lot of the football games, and if I'm not there, I follow them on social media. And I'm liking, I'm trying to repost. So I try to support all the sports that we have here at Liberty because we have amazing people, amazing coaches, amazing athletes, and they represent the university quite well. So I try to support anytime I can.
The diversity of the different coaches, and you go not just the head coaches, certainly that stands out, but then the assistant coaches from so many different walks of life, so many different parts of the country, and now sometimes international as well. Right. We see that with the players. It's that way a little bit with the coaches too. A fun fraternity, and I think sometimes as fans, and I'll put myself in that category, maybe we don't appreciate what we have here as much as we should because what's going on here on the mountain is amazing.
It's amazing. I mean, God has blessed Liberty University at an unbelievable rate. I mean, it's just the vision that Dr. Falwell had. He was ahead of his time, and I'm sure he's looking down on us very, very pleased. And all the teams, all the coaches are representing Liberty very, very well. We've had a lot of success. Obviously, our president, Dr. Costin, and from Ian McCall to Aaron Hagan, Todd, Mickey, our whole administration, they've been tremendous, and they're the biggest supporters of the coaches, of the players, of the teams. So I think that, and we do things the right way. You know what I mean? So we pray over everything, we commit everything under the blood, and really it should be no surprise how well we're doing. I feel this is the greatest Christian university in the country, and that's what Dr. Falwell's vision was.
Before we get into the details of today's game, what was it like over on the sideline? I know, I'm beating this, and give me a couple games in the season. I won't bug you with this anymore. But just that first time, it means something. It's a game. This is going to go in the record book under your name. Those times that you filled in, it didn't go. You win. Even if you win, you didn't get it. If you lost, you didn't get it. But this one is the first one under your name.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I from the pregame interview with you, Jamie, it was surreal. The surreal was becoming real. So I'm just blessed. I have an unbelievable group of young women who just do things the right way. They love one another. They pray for one another. I have an unbelievable staff who just lift me up, support me. They're the strengths of my weaknesses. I'm the strengths of their weaknesses. We just work so well together. We have great chemistry. And we just communicate well. Our culture is a big part of our program. I mean, it was so important to me. I named one of our assistant coaches, Katie's director of culture, in addition to being a post coach. That's how important it was for me to instill the culture and just really build on it and be deliberate with our culture. Just players from all over the world. We have a new team, a lot of new players, a lot of new faces from representing all over the world. Culture, relationships, communication, clear communication was going to be something that we really, really wanted to be deliberate about every day, and for us to be successful this season.
There were some ebbs and flows in this game. First quarter was kind of ugly. Had a 21-0 run. Seemed like, okay, this thing's going in the right direction. And then a 10-0 run the other way right before halftime. And so, if you're an NBA fan, it's a game of runs. That's the way it is. You want the 21-0 runs. You don't want the 10-0s and the 12-0s that go against you. I guess that says a lot to this Frostburg State team, is they could have laid it down after that 21-0 run and just, ducked and ran. But they didn't. They kept fighting back, and they gave you guys a tough game today. But in the end, the battle on the boards went your way, and the turnover battle went your way, and you got to be happy about those two things.
Sure. Jenna does a great job. I mean, her team, she has them prepared. They play hard. She has good shooters. She has players that can post up inside, so that she plays inside and out. They pushed the tempo, so I thought she was well prepared. Obviously, our size, rebounding was going to be a focus for us, so that was something that we wanted to be deliberate about. We wanted to limit them to one shot per possession. And then on the other side of the basketball, we wanted to get the ball inside. I mean, obviously, Emmy Stout did quite well, 7 for 11 from the floor. We had 19 assists to 12 turnovers, so that's meeting a game goal for us. But I just wanted us to play well. I mean, I want our team to just trust the process. Our goal was to just do what we do in practice, nothing out of the norm, and the results will take care of itself. And I think that's what happened today. And what I'm most excited about is every player on the roster got a rebound. So that's the key that's going to be for us all year. So with everyone contributing in that area, usually you're going to come out with the W.
Everybody got a point. Everybody got a rebound. Right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, the girls probably are going back and going, hey, everybody scored. And that's probably the first thing that came to my mind. First thing that came to your mind is everybody got a rebound. You got a little Kerry Green in you.
That's 18 years with Kerry. Who cares about the points? Who's rebounding, who's not rebounding?
That's right.
So I'm very, very, very pleased with the young ladies. And they're buying into, they know what's important. I mean, rebounds, that's the difference of wins and losses.
No doubt. A little bit of a turnaround. You don't have a lot of time to get ready for ECU on Friday, but it's not 2 days later. You got that extra day in there, which gives you a little more time to kind of recover, digest this game, and get ready for a tough game on Friday.
Yeah, my message to the team was that to enjoy the moment. This was the first win of a new year, 25-26 Lady Flames women's basketball team season, so I wanted for them to enjoy the moment. And then tomorrow, as a coaching staff, we'll review the film. Put together a game plan. We've obviously had assistant coaches already working on ECU in anticipation of Friday. But, we take one game at a time. So I think Coach Lee did an excellent job with the scout just with regards to preparation. Katie Matera will have ECU with regards to scout. So my coaches are doing an excellent job just with regards to preparation, and obviously that makes my job a lot easier. And like I said, with the culture, with the communication, we transfer this information that we collect as a coaching staff to the players, and then we just look to execute. And we have a couple of days to practice, get a game plan, and be ready to put on a organized show on Friday.
Congratulations on number one of many.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Jamie.
That's head coach Alexis Sherrard. As we wrap up today's broadcast, and I did want to go ahead and since I alluded to it, I better finish off the thought. There is so much stuff going on Friday. I'm going to just read it off real quick before we go off the air. Men's and women's tennis both play on the road on Friday. Then that Conference USA Women's Soccer Championship is at noon. I'll see if I can find out who that opponent is, because the other semifinal was underway while we were playing. Field hockey, they start their Big East tournament at 1 o'clock on Friday against as the number 1 seed against number 4 seed Villanova. So women's soccer at noon, field hockey plays at 1, and women's basketball against East Carolina at 2. Liberty men's basketball plays Charleston at 6 o'clock, and volleyball is on the road at Missouri State. Those are all games. So a bunch going on in the afternoon. Just put your running shoes on and bounce from one place to the other, and watch as much as you can. Again, we'll be here in Liberty Arena. Then on Saturday, again, tennis on the road. Missouri State will be in town for football. That is a 1 o'clock kickoff at Williams Stadium. Volleyball is also on the road at Missouri State. And then it doesn't end. Sunday, even more. As we jump to the games on the 9th, men's basketball team will be back in action here in Liberty Arena. That's actually a night game against Florida Atlantic, 6 o'clock. Men's soccer will play in their tournament on the road in Missouri at 4 o'clock. If you bounce back earlier in the day, the championship of field hockey will be at 1 o'clock. So if the Flames are able to get the win on Friday, they would play for a title against either UConn or Old Dominion on Sunday, 1 p.m. And again, men's and women's tennis also playing on Sunday on the road. So as far as the home games are concerned, noon championship game for women's soccer Friday, 1 o'clock first game of the Big East tournament for the Lady Flames field hockey team. This is all on Liberty's campus. Women's basketball plays at 2 o'clock against ECU right here, and then that night the Liberty men will open up this classic tournament that they have with Charleston, and then they play Florida Atlantic on Sunday night, which is also the same day as the championship of field hockey, and then wedged in the middle there is the Liberty football game against Missouri State, 1 o'clock on Saturday. All of those are the home events this weekend. Okay, it's time to wrap things up. I want to thank Jason Prill back in the studio, as well as Daniel Leslie for getting us on the air, getting everything going. Louis James and his crew on the engineering side as well. I want to thank you for listening, whether it was on the booth cam, Facebook, YouTube, whether it was on the app or the website, libertyflames.com. We appreciate that. One last time, in front of 971 folks here in Liberty Arena, the Lady Flames knocked off Frostburg State 78-49 until Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. This is Jamie Hall saying so long and God bless.
You've been listening to Liberty Lady Flames basketball and the Coca-Cola post-game locker room report on the Liberty Flames Sports Network from Van Wagner. This game has been brought to you in part by Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. It's Bow Time. Carillion Clinic, inspiring better health. Carter Bank, life lived full. By Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. Crossroads Family Dentistry. Destination Bedford. By 11 West. Foster Fuels, providing reliable service for 100 years. Frank Good Builders. By Freedom First Credit Union. Start banking for good with Freedom First today. Gentry Lock Attorneys. By The Good Feet Store. By Haley's Appliance and Outdoors. Liberty Lady Flames basketball has also been brought to you by Ironclad Coffee Roasters, craft roasted in Richmond, Virginia. Larry's Tire and Auto Repair, providing preventable maintenance, repair, and service at multiple locations and at larrystireservice.com. By the Liberty Bookstore, the official online store of Liberty Athletics. Lynchburg Nissan. By Peary Family Dentistry. Rogers Heating and Cooling, servicing Greater Lynchburg's HVAC and electrical needs. Segra, offering customized business technology solutions. Learn more at segra.com. By the United States Space Force. And by Thompson Brooks Insurance, planning today for tomorrow. The general manager of Van Wagner Sports and Entertainment is Justin Metzger. Liberty Flames Sports Network director is Alan York. Coordinating producers Nick Pierce, Kyle Sykes, and Victoria Carter. I'm staff announcer Jeff Lawrence with a special thanks to Liberty University Athletics Director Ian McCaw, Senior Associate Athletics Director Robert Goodman, and Associate Strategic Director for Athletic Communications Paul Carmody. Also, follow Lady Flames Basketball on social media at Liberty WBB on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter, and Liberty Women's Basketball on Facebook. Liberty Lady Flames Basketball is an exclusive presentation from Van Wagner on the Liberty Flames Sports Network.